Then the orb waited for the horologist.
Time is against me, the regimented tick-tock of clocks, their stark hands marching me step by step. They count out the minutes, count out the hours, pacing the rhythm towards the final chime. I've glimpsed the great pendulum swinging, a reaper's scythe with its ragged edge flashing, incessant in its slide and throw, its to and fro, and there's no possible way of escape from the dawning of my threshing date. Yet I've always been in love with the ordering of time, the ecliptic solar path, harnessed first into sundial and the glassed grains of sand, now encased into clock and miniaturized into watch, a pocketful of eternity to track the periodic transitions of seasons and sky. Breathe the essence of the solstice and the equinox, and behold the wonder found in each single hour. The intricate precision of the wheel and the cog was not intended to log our comings and goings, to regulate our restings and risings, but crafted as a means of control, an illusion perhaps, so that the regular winding of pin and tap, tap of the pendulum were dependable in the discord of war, flood and wind, sure against the plague and the blight and those unending nights, as we knew there'd be time to start over again. Without warning, my mind rotates in reverse, and I'm back to a room where the walls tick with life, creeping in to spy on my grandfather's craft, and he's tapping and clinking at his creaky workbench. He senses me there and beckons me close. Every clock is proclaiming in its own cadence and pitch. I study each staccato tock of the hands, gearing myself to the striking out of the hour. One takes the lead, and then the others join in, until a procession of chimes now let out, in ting and dong and tong and ding, a crazed cacophony of clocks outring. Then silence. Realizing I've been holding my breath, I exhale at last. Yet just when I thought it was through, a latecomer strikes up with a clong, but in shame quickly clunks to a close. Now I wait until I can hear the silence breathing in through the brass-trilled air, my ears still tingling with sound. He'd asked for his tools, and I'd tried to find them, matching the items to his strange descriptions, till slowly I learnt the horological language. The oiler, the compass, the pliers and blades, the gauge and the drill, the hammers and lathe. I studied every twist and turn of his pliable hands, bending and shaping, cutting and tapping, as every tired timepiece became born anew. I'm now a grandfather myself, tired and patinaed as a long-case clock, but I continue his time-honoured work, as I tend for each broken watch. I crack open another metal egg, hinge back its golden dome, to find it full yoked with perpetual potential. Time to take up my tools, and with a surgeon's precision, the horological autopsy begins. All the time-worn telltale signs are there: bent cogs, loose spring, dried oil, and the dust. The verge stuck from paddling around time's circular stream. I dive in, deep probing this miniature realm, till I've spilt its gilt guts all over my bench. If I could remove the dial from my face and delve into the depths of my mind, I'd clean and restate every defect, then set all the parts back into place. Once upon a time it kept perfect pace. I was proud of the precision. Its neural tick-tick charted the minutes, chimed on the hours, every tooth sharp, every cog round, the circadian rhythm that turns work into rest, holding me perfectly wound. But now the grating grind of the years has worn down my edges, furred up the gears. I've been overwound, sprung too loose. My pendulum was knocked out of place, and the oscillation thrown off. Old memories fast forward into today, while some information emerges so slowly that by the time it arrives I've forgotten why. Childhood scenes flicker into yesterday's space, while yesterday gets missed out altogether. They say I'm forgetting their names, asking the same questions over again, forgetting to eat, then eating too much, not resting, then found asleep at my bench. I know that one day my heart will swing to a stop, and time here will cease turning for me, my face stuck with that final second's expression. Yet the universe will still tick along, and every long case clock, every pocket watch that has ever come through this room contains a paper bearing my name and the list of repairs that I've made. And so I'll live on with every tap, every wind, ticking through the rooms and taken out in the fields. And when time's governor restarts my pendulum swinging, I'll reawake in a place where time is not counted in seconds or years. No decades, no millenniums, no pain and no tears. Time will be like a river in flow, whose source none can trace and no one can tell where it goes. It holds the perfected pleasure of the one current moment, for that is sufficient enough. It's clear of the polluted mistakes of the past, and still from the future's rapid roars. There's no drowning in the day's overload, no bottling it all up for the memory's store, just endless time to lay back and bathe in the calm of its sparkling cool glow. Time to pick up another broken case clock, its pendulum stuck, and as I open its door, the bob glints golden and slips to the floor. There it pulses, its glow sustained, an embryonic fallen sun. Compelled, a child coaxed to the flame, I reach out, naked hands set fast, braced for the onset scorch of pain. Yet cool this orb is to the touch, and smooth it slips into my skin. Then, as it winks into a spin, clarity floods me from within, like the numb of winter water. It fills my mind with fleeting forms of generations long past, memories of tools and crafts, and those whose work was functional and fair, all told to me in an instant, but unlike a dream, I know that they'll be safely held for all the time that's left to be. Then a glimpse of a time that I don't understand, a stark-walled room where someone clothed in white gown pulls open drawers and scatters their contents, shakes their head and mouths out a countdown. I clasped close the orb, sense its ebb and its flow, and my mind washes clean with content. Fragments of thought, names, an assortment of faces, sensations and places, all wash up like driftwood on a beautiful shore. Strolling along, I gather those that please me to find, and leave the rest to the outgoing tide.